Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. This is Chinyere Eze, your healing and well-being practitioner, and I'm also a coach and a mentor on transformation. If you want to be transformed, you want your life to be transformed, you need to get in contact with me. And I've been doing this for 30 years plus. So I do know what I'm talking about. And as I said last time, this is the first time I feel that I've been given the go ahead to come on the public and really begin to say what is it that I am doing. I'm excited about this. Now, this morning, really, I'm going to talk to you about agreeing with God for your destiny, because a lot of people are not agreeing. When I started to speak to you, the series that I'm talking to you about is Secret to Your Success. Secret to Your Success. And I began to tell you that you need to connect with God first. That's your first secret. You need to connect with God. And second secret is that not only connecting, but you need to capture. You need to capture in the spirit realm what is it that is being written about your life. A lot of people go through life without actually capturing their life purpose, without capturing the reason why they are on planet Earth. It is actually a sad thing for you to walk through life not capturing what is it that you've been sent on earth to do. We've all got a package as we come in. We've all got a wonderful destiny. We all have a wonderful thing that God has prepared for us to do. You are actually a gift to your generation. You're a gift to the generation, to earth, on planet earth. And so you not knowing what is it that has been packaged for you to deliver to us is us missing out and you not fulfilling the purpose for your life. So today I'm going to talk to you about agreeing with God for your destiny. That's one of your third point on secret. Now I want to tell you a bit of a story about my life. There was a particular time in my life and I was doing my devotion one morning, and this was early hours in the morning before I went to work, when I was still working. And as I was really concentrating and I bowed down my head and I was praying, I felt as though I felt the Spirit of God on my right hand side. And it came with a paper, like an agreement paper. And that agreement paper, as I looked at it in my spirit eye, I saw that there was a lot of ups and down and pain and hardship, and obviously some joy moment and peace moment and all of that. I saw that. And then my heart was really weighed heavy. And I was in that moment, I began to cry because I saw the weightiness of my destiny. I saw my destiny, my plan to life from the beginning to the end. Obviously, I can't tell you that I know 100% what it, but from that agreement that was given to me, I scanned through it and I could know that my life is going to be a bit of an up and down, a joy moment, but it's going to be touching life. I'm sent to touch life, and in that life I'm going to meet a lot of people, and I'm also going to have a joyful time and a good time. Okay, so because I was crying so much, I was not agreeing with that. My spirit was not really agreeing with that. Tell you what the Holy Spirit did. He left, but I had in my spirit, he said he was coming back in 30 minutes. It was round about 11:15, and he said he was coming back in 30 minutes. And sure enough, about 11:45, I felt his presence again with the same paper, agreement paper, written as though a lawyer has typed out an agreement for you to sign. And at that moment, I knew that that was the path to my destiny. At that moment, I knew it's something I cannot get away with. That moment, I knew this is my life plan and I've got to sign for it. And I reached out in my spirit and really physically, like with my hand, and I signed it as I cried. And then the Spirit of God left. But I knew I had committed myself to a particular path in life, and that was my lot. And that is the point that I'm talking to you about this morning. Agreeing with God for the plan and purpose He has for you. Now, once you have connected with Him and once you have captured what He has for you in the Spirit, the next thing you need to do is agree with it. You know, there's a portion of a quote in the scripture that I like so much. And it says, can two walk together unless they agree? Agreement is very, very important. You know, two cannot work together unless we agree. And you know, God gave us a will for a reason. And our will is not for us to, well, it's for us to do what we want and all of that. But it's for us to agree with what we need to happen in our lives. And this is really the reason why I'm coming on board with meditation, because meditation is a part of you agreeing. It's part where you agree with God of the plans He shows for your life. It's a way of you really, when you capture that thing and you say yes. You know, in life sometimes when you get a registered post, it's because that post is very, very important. Other posts, they can just post it through your door. Posts that are not important, they just, put it through your door and you can open it whenever you want. But posts that are important, posts that have a weight, it's got to be registered or recorded delivery. And then somebody has got to sign for it. It's for accountability. It's for you to say, yes, I agree with this and I receive it. On a physical, that's what we do. When we get a registered post or recorded post, you receive it and it's kind of, I've agreed with the content of this. When we agree with God and our will says yes, it is God's permission. We're giving God permission. You know, a lot of people think God can just go ahead and do whatever He wants to do in our lives. No, He can't. There's a boundary where He placed Himself. And that boundary is that you have got to agree with Him for Him to go ahead and do what He wants to do. You know, in my position for 30 years, I've met a lot of people. I've counseled, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in a private one-to-one. And some people say, but, I was told this thing. I felt I was given a word about this. And up till now, that word has not come to pass. I've not seen it happen. I was told I was going to get married by this time and I've not gotten married. I was told I was going to have a baby. By this time, I've not got a baby. I was told I was going to get a job. I've not got a job. The point I'm trying to say is, did you agree with that? Did you, with your will, say yes to it? Agreement, or you actually using your will to say yes, could be kind of positive thing for you to say, yes, I'm in agreement. If somebody gives you a word and that word has, God, this is what God says about yourself, you need to, with your whole heart, say yes to it. And we can agree on something in a physical way, like what I did, signed a paper. Or it could be indirectly. So it could be directly or indirectly. Indirectly is you acting on that thing that has been told you. If somebody tells you you're going to have a baby, obviously you need to start to, in your mind, and every fiber of your being has got to be in that way, in that line. You got to keep thinking about names. You're going to name that baby. You need to start preparing your life and being to think in your house, where would I set up a room for that? Because this is going to happen. If you don't do that, you're not agreeing. You're not agreeing with what you have received. But I see a lot of people just lackadaisical. Something has happened, or they know about this thing and they just sat down thinking it's just going to happen. And that is why, child, you're not getting any results to whatever it is that you think you're hoping for. You've got to agree with that thing. Directly or indirectly, you've got to agree. On a negative side also, the enemy could give you a path that he wants you to walk, and you are agreeing by, the way you live your life. You are agreeing on that way. Agreeing with God is you saying, yes, I accept. I accept that thing, and then you begin to pattern your life. Everything about your life begins to look that way, act that way, talk that way. Your belief system begins to go towards that thing that you know this is what has been spoken about you. Agreement is very, very important. It's actually crucial for the things that has been in the spirit to come down through the pipe of the spirit down to you. It shows that you are in agreement. It shows that you want it, you like it, you want that to happen. You see, God cannot and he will not break through your will and do what he wants to do. You've got to agree with it. Most of us, the life that we're living is completely direct opposite to the plan and the destiny of our life. What you're doing right now could be completely the opposite of what you have been called on planet Earth to do. Your actions, your behavior, your thought patterns, everything could be completely the opposite of the plan for your life. So the question is, first of all, are you connected? Secondly, have you captured? And if you're captured, are you in agreement? By you aligning your life, aligning your thoughts, aligning everything around you to say, yes, I agree with what you have said about my life. What I signed on in that morning, I knew what I was signed, and I knew that my life is not going to be the same as anybody else. I knew that I was not going to live a life like other friends that I see. I completely had to separate myself because I knew I was a gift to my generation. I knew I had to do something special, and I can't live a life as loose as anybody else, as free as anybody else. Free, I'm talking about not just doing whatever you want. It's got to be as directed. Hence why I've not come to start speaking about myself for 30 years, because I knew I've got to keep to instruction. I've got to keep to what I was told to do. My question is, check through the things that have been, or you knew in your life that you wanted to do. Have you agreed with that? Because agreement keeps you focused. It gives you purpose. It makes you streamlined. It makes you to begin to look forward to something. But if you've not agreed to anything, there's looseness. There's lack of seriousness. You're not accountable. There's no responsibility. Hence why people are not responsible in life. And then they wonder why their life is not successful. Because you're not responsible. You've not agreed to a particular agreement. You've not signed something to say, yes, this is what it's going to be. I agree with this. So obviously you can do whatever you want to do, live anyhow you want to do, meet with anybody you want to do, think anything you want to do. But if you have an agreement and you've agreed that this is what you said and this is how it's got to be, you pattern your life in that manner. And I just hope that you do that. And I want you to go through your life pattern and just see, your life, and see the things that you've just allowed to slip through your hand because you've not agreed to it. Some of us even have nice dreams. And in that dream, God has dropped a will, dropped something he wants you to agree with him on. But we just loosely allow it to go. I want you to go back and think through your life. This series, as I'm talking about, is secrets to your success. And listen, one of the things I did, and I want to thank those that joined me yesterday. It was a brilliant time, really brilliant. And we had a group session online through Zoom, and we had how to get to your place of peace. Oh boy, a lot of people had testimonials. There were testimonials. People gave testimony on the morning and how they have gone in a journey of their life, and they captured quite a lot of things in that journey. There were people that were, just creating for themselves wonderful experience of peace, and they had peace and joy in that experience. It's a 1-hour session, and if you're interested, there is a link on this video, just click the link, because a lot of people couldn't sign on. And I want to say this morning, as soon as you click that link, you'll be taken to an appointment. You book your appointment, and an email immediately will be sent to you. Now, please check your junk mail, because quite a few people did not join in because they didn't check their mail, first of all. And even though that it was there on the email, they didn't check their junk mail, and so it went into junk mail. So I want you to check your mail, check your junk mail. It tells you how to proceed and the link to sign up to the Zoom session meeting, and you need to then sign on. People signed up from Sheffield, from even somebody signed up from Australia, but we all have a wonderful journey in getting to a place of peace. And it's a wonderful thing also to see how where your mind is going. And people also capture where their mind goes when it is that time of quietness. It was a wonderful time. So if you want to join us, because of some people a lot of people missed it because they didn't pay attention maybe to the email, or they didn't look at the junk mail, I've decided to put up another one next Monday. So next Monday, the same time, 7 a.m. in the morning, we're going to do another one. So if you've not been able to get in yesterday, you have another opportunity to join me on this journey of taking you to a place of peace, showing you how to, capture that moment of peace, so that I can train you into that. By the time you do it a few times, you'll be able to just lease yourself into that place. And I'm telling you, from that place of peace, you'll be able to begin to work out the purpose of your life with ease, without you struggling. A lot of us struggle too much, but we're not expected to struggle too much. We're expected to walk from a place of peace, knowing destiny, and just walking in the path of destiny. I want to tell you, the destiny is not something that is just done now. It was done before you were born. It's already been mapped out before you're born. The only thing why we've not got to that place is because we are also autopilot, working and doing without going back to connect to the source. And then from that place, start working out our destiny. And you will see that you do the work with ease. Join me if you want to. The places are always limited. Always limited. Some people couldn't get in yesterday. And I want to also say, by the time you get to 5 minutes past, I've closed the door. The door is shut. You can't get in. And people were trying to get in 10 past 7 and they couldn't get in, because it's something that we need to concentrate on. So I can't get you in. I advise you to get in before 7, because it might even be by 7 you will not be able to get in. Once we started the session, you might not be able to be allowed in again. So click on register now, get yourself prepared, and on Monday morning, I'll meet you again for a wonderful time. But before then, tomorrow, I'm coming to you again about this agreement. We're going to continue about the agreement, because I want to reveal to you a few more things of keys or secrets to your success. But by that time, I want you to keep safe. Pandemic is keeping us all inside, but we can encourage ourselves from the inside. Although we are in a lockdown, but I believe it's a great opportunity for you to refine yourself, for you to rekindle yourself, for you to actually look inward and find out who you are. A lot of people don't know who they are. So use the opportunity. Don't mourn, don't groan. Enjoy your day. See you next time. Bye-bye.